At this time tomorrow, there's something you need to know. I got used to see you as a friend, but deep inside there's something else I know. Ooh, the world seems so hollow. Ooh, without you by my side. Ooh, from the moment I dared to follow a whispering voice inside, I realized I'm in love. Ooh, yeah, I realized I'm in love.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well today. So I am so excited because it is officially the fall season. I think I'm filming this like 2 days after the first official day of fall, and I'm just so ready for the autumn season this year. So I thought it'd be really fun to put together a little fall themed video for you guys today. I have some new fall fabric and project ideas, as well as some yarn, some knitting things. And then I also thought I'd do a little bit of an old school autumn favorites and share a few things that I'm looking forward to this season. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I will also be sharing a very exciting giveaway that I can't wait to share with you guys. So be sure to stick around for that, or skip ahead to the end if you prefer. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and show you some fabric that I've gotten for this new season, as well as some knitting updates. So for the past year or so, I've had this coat on my mind that I really want to add to my wardrobe. And this is very heavily inspired by a coat I saw from the brand Rouge, which is one of my favorite brands, but I am not about to spend that much money on a coat. So I got a couple of fabrics and I'm really excited to try making myself something very similar this season. Now, I will tell you that the fabric that I have here was extremely overpriced, at least in my book. I did get this on sale and also used some of my Mood fabric points to help cover it because it's very expensive, at least in my opinion. But it is such a good match for the color scheme of the original coat. I love the rosy brown tones in this plaid print, and it's just such a beautiful fabric. This is a wool and cashmere blend, so I think it will be a really beautiful piece, very high quality, provided I can execute it correctly. So this particular coat is a long coat, and that's something I feel like I'm also missing in my wardrobe. But because this fabric is a little bit pricier, we are going to make a wearable muslin for this one. And Rouge had a jacket in a very similar style on their website that was a little bit shorter, but it was in this really fun corally pink color. So when I saw that Mood had their boiled wool in a very similar shade, I thought it would be the perfect way to test out any patterns for this coat and just make sure that I'm finding what I want for the style without breaking the bank, because this is a little bit more affordable. So I will be starting with the pink jacket and then moving on to the longer coat. So I'm really excited about both of these projects. I think they're gonna be really fun, and I'm also just looking forward to experimenting a little bit more with my coat making and tailoring skills, because this is something kind of new to me. I've made 2 coats now, and I just feel like each one has been a learning experience and not 100% what I wanted. So I'm looking forward to experimenting a little bit with these. So we'll see how that goes. So those are 2 sewing projects that I'm really looking forward to for the fall. And then Halloween is coming up so quickly, and I really want to make a very fun costume this year. I'm not a costumer, but I have tried my hand at a couple of things in the past, and I thought it would be really fun to do something a little bit more interesting this year and try to expand my skills into this area of sewing. So here is the plan. I put up a poll on Instagram a few weeks ago asking you guys what costume you thought I should make, picking from a few options, and overwhelmingly everyone was very excited about the dress from Ever After. So I've gotten this pattern, which I found on eBay, and this came out I think around the same time as the movie, so I will be making this view right here. And then along with this, I also picked up a bunch of samples from Mood Fabrics, both of fabrics and of trims. So I will be working with a lot of trims for this particular dress, so I'll just give you a quick rundown of that, but there will definitely be a dedicated video to this project, provided everything goes well, because I'm very excited about it. So for the underskirt, I found this really beautiful ivory satin. This is a silk crepe back satin. I just kind of want to go for better quality materials for this. I want to try and make it really really wearable and really fun and really nice. And then this is a silvery chiffon for the other part of the dress, more the outside and overskirt. But the most fun thing about this dress to me, as I've been researching it, is all of the trimming and detailing. So Mood has a ton of options. So I picked up just small cuts of a lot of these just to test out. And I think a lot of them will be used for the final dress as well. So I have a few different little cordings. This absolutely incredible metallic silver lace. Oh my gosh, I just love this so much. It's such a beautiful shimmer. It's almost like a champagne silver. I don't know if it's quite picking up on the camera, but it is so gorgeous. And I thought this would be really great to mimic some of the embroidery on the front of the dress because it has that kind of 3D texture to it. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also have a bunch of different pearl trimmings. There's a lot of pearl details in this dress. There's like a little pearl fringe, and then just a plain beaded trim. And then this is like a braid with little pearls on it as well. So all really beautiful trims. And then I will pop up some pictures of the Ever After dress in this video just in case you're not familiar with it, but I think one of the most iconic elements of this dress is on the front. There are these little beaded, almost like leaf patterns, and I found this piece on Mood, which is just like a beaded leaf piece. So I ordered one just to see what the scale would be like, and I think this is going to be perfect to cut apart and create that feature on the front of the dress. So this is a different project for me, and I'm really looking forward to just trying it out. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys are excited about it too, because I'm really looking forward to creating that video, and I need to get started on it soon because we're coming up on the end of September, and I have a feeling it's going to take me a few weeks to get through. So definitely will be sharing more about that soon. Now it is definitely officially knitting season in my book, and I am so excited to be working on some new knitting projects right now. I actually got started on one a couple of weeks back, or maybe a week ago or so, and I'm enjoying it so much. This is made from 2 yarns that I showed in a previous video. That's the back actually. So here is the texture of this. This is going to be a sweater, and this is my Favorite Things knitwear sweater number 15, which is just a cable knit pullover, but I really love the shaping of this one. This is my printout from my computer, so the coloring probably looks a little bit odd. But I had originally thought I would make a cardigan out of this particular yarn combination, but the pattern that I had chosen, I actually had the wrong weight of yarn for, so I've decided to go for this pullover. And I'm using 2 different yarns from Knit Picks for this. Now I'm almost at the end of these skeins here, but this is their Capra, which is like a cashmere blend. And then this is their silk mohair combination. So I'm mixing these 2 together, which is giving this that nice fluffy look. So I'm excited to see how this one turns out. It seems to be knitting up really quickly. I just turn on a few episodes of Friends every evening, and I've been knitting on this, and I think just probably 4 or 5 days that I've been working on this. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a really fun one, and I've just started picking up the stitches along the shoulders to create the front, and then that will be joined at the underarms. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm really enjoying this one so far. And then because I'm feeling very motivated with knitting right now, and it seems to be going fairly quickly for me, because if you know anything about my knitting, I am usually very, very slow. But because I seem to be on a bit of a roll, I've picked out a few other things I want to make into other projects. So when I was in Savannah recently, if you saw my vlog, you saw I went yarn shopping, and I got this really beautiful combination. Now I'm just looking in the viewfinder here, and I can see that this is looking a lot more orange on camera than I think it does in real life. In real life, it's kind of like a soft rust rose combination, and they look a lot closer in shade too. That's a little bit more accurate actually right there. So these are really beautiful yarns that I got from a shop in Savannah called Afraid Not. And this is the Rowan Kid Silk Haze. And then this one is by a brand called Warmy, and it's alpaca and merino, and it is just so soft and squishy. So I think that I'm going to combine these 2 to make a cardigan. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that comes together. They're just really beautiful shades, and I think very wearable, and a color that I love having in my wardrobe. And then a couple more balls of yarn, because recently I have been loving neutral looks with a pop of red, and that's kind of out of my comfort zone. But as I've been looking through my Pinterest boards lately and just seeing what's been inspiring me lately, there's been a lot of bright red in the different outfits that I've been loving. So I thought, how fun would it be to make a red sweater? And this might be something that I do a little bit more approaching the holiday season. So I got the same Kid Silk Haze in this really beautiful kind of cranberry red color, and then I also got this superwash worsted wool from Rowan. So I'm thinking maybe just like a simple pullover or something. I honestly would like to do something kind of similar to the aqua, the blue cable knit sweater out of this, but I'm not 100% sure what pattern I'll choose. But I just want like a bright red, really fun sweater in my wardrobe for the fall and winter. So do we think that I can actually make 3 different knitting projects this fall? Probably not, but I'm optimistic and we'll see how it goes. So I do have a few more sewing projects on my radar for the fall season, but these are just some new fabrics and things that I have, so I thought I'd show you those today. But let's jump into a few fall favorites today. I used to make favorites videos all the time, and I still think they're really fun, and I thought I would just share some things that have been inspiring me or that I've been loving as we approach the fall season. So the first thing is very random, but I've been looking at these recently, and these are 1990s Victoria magazines from the fall season. These are like the September and October issues, and these are from my mom's old magazine collection, but I have loved these since I was so little. I've been poring over these pretty much my entire life. But right now I'm finding some of the fashion spreads in these to be particularly inspiring for the fall season. So I thought I would just share really quickly a couple of these shoots in here. So there is this absolutely beautiful spread in this issue all about a trip to Paris, and I love the 90s kind of like cozy aesthetic that's going on here. This is such a simple image, but I feel like this is kind of everything I want to embody in the fall. There's also this incredible spread in this issue all about this corset maker, and I just love the photography here as well as the makeup, the hair, the styling. Just think it's so, so pretty. And along with the fashion in these, there's so much beautiful home decor and just cozy styling and recipes. So I've just been loving looking through these lately, even the old Givenchy ads. Everything is so elegant. So it's been a fun little source of inspiration. And if you have access to some of these, I think they're so fun to look through. And if not, I sometimes find old issues on eBay. So it can be really fun to look at, and I would highly recommend if you're in need of a little bit of inspiration. Now, just a few fall beauty products. Olive and June recently sent me their fall collection, and I love doing my own nails, especially since my hands are on camera all the time. I love just trying to keep them done, and I love their nail polishes. They're my absolute favorites. So their fall collection has some beautiful colors this year, and these are my favorites so far. So the one I have on right now, actually this one, I kind of mixed 2 of these up. This is called Shacket, and it's almost what I would describe as like a cocoa color with a little hint of mauve. It's so pretty, and I've been enjoying this one a lot. It's like a nice deeper neutral. And then another favorite has been Luxe Loafer. This is like the perfect wine color. It's very dark, but it still has some of that red coming through. It's very pretty. And then when I want something just really light and easy, I love these 2. This is Can I Borrow a Sweater, which is almost the same color as my sweater today. And then this one is called It's Chilly, and this is a really pretty, just kind of creamy beige tone. So definitely my favorite nail polishes, and I just love picking out a new shade each week to do my nails in. And one more little honorable mention nail polish that I forgot about because I bought this one last year, but this is Olive and June's Cozy Up, and I feel like this is such a nice kind of darker, more warm tone red, so I love wearing this one. I just painted my nails with this morning, and I think it's so pretty. And then this is kind of random and super old, but this is a lipstick color that I've rediscovered recently. You can see how beat up this lipstick tube is from being in my purse for so long, but this is a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Amazing Amal. And this is such a pretty like red with a hint of berry and mauve, and I think it's so great for the fall time. It's one of my favorite little bit elevated everyday colors, and again, I've been really enjoying pops of red, so this has been a really fun one to wear recently. Now let's talk about some fall music. I've been really enjoying my record player recently. I always love it during the cozy time of year, and I thought I'd share a few of my favorite records with you. I love having soundtracks to the classic rom-coms on vinyls, so this is the You've Got Mail one, and this one's just so fun. This soundtrack is fun because it has so much variety on it, so I think it's a great one just to have to listen to. It's almost like a fun playlist. And then I also have the When Harry Met Sally soundtrack, which is just a great jazz soundtrack. And then I recently got Leve's new Bewitched album, which I just think is so perfect for the fall time, and I'm loving this so much as well. Her songs are so beautiful, and I love that they're bringing jazz into the current time period. I love Anthropologie, and I think it's one of the best places for seasonal decor. So I recently went with my sisters and we did like a little fall outing and went to Anthropologie, and I picked up a few fun things for the season. The first thing I got is actually this coffee mug, and I have one of these from last year in kind of like an orange color, but they brought it out in other colors this year. It's just an adorable little pumpkin, and I think it's so perfect for the season. It's got these nice burgundy tones this time, so definitely the perfect thing for a cup of coffee during the fall. But then sometimes I still want an iced coffee during the fall season, so I also got this adorable glass. I just think this is so beautiful. It has these pumpkins all around the base, and I saw this on several different TikTokers accounts, and I just thought it was so pretty, so I decided to get one of these for fall iced coffees. And then this is a little bit random, but I saw these spoons and I thought they were just so cute. They have bumblebees and flowers and these little stem style handles, so I thought these would be so fun to have to stir my coffee. And then I also got a couple of candles. I love their candles. This one is pumpkin and sweet vanilla, and it's in such a beautiful vessel. It's this kind of copper tone, so I've been kind of saving this one for this video, so I haven't burned it yet, but I'm very excited to use it. And then the last thing I got from Anthropologie are some of their taper candles. These are their fluted taper candles, which I just think are so beautiful. This color is probably not the traditional fall tone. It's more like a coral, but I just think it's so pretty and would go really well with a lot of my decor and my candle holders. So I'm looking forward to using these throughout my space, and I think candles always look cozy. And then I also love to make a bucket list every season just to make sure that I'm kind of enjoying the season as it's happening. So I made one for fall. I used Canva to make this, and I just put this into my Notion dashboard. So I will link to the template that I used down below. So I thought I'd just share it really quickly in case you wanted some fun ideas for things to do this fall. The first thing I have on here is go apple picking, and this is actually proving to be a little bit difficult because the apple orchard that I know of is apparently closed this season. So I may have to go to the northern part of the state. We'll see, but I really want to go pick apples, so hopefully we can make that happen. And then this one I've already got a good start on, start and finish a knitting project. I really want to make a sweater from start to finish this fall, so I think that aqua color one will definitely be the one. And then I went to make something with those apples from the apple orchard, and one thing that I love to make in the fall is what my family calls a German baked pancake. It's like a fluffy pancake you make in a cast iron skillet, and then you fill it with apples and powdered sugar. It's so good. So I think I might do that when I have friends over for brunch someday this fall. And then the fourth thing on the list is to go thrifting for some cozy sweaters. I always love checking out the sweater section at the thrift stores, and it's a good way to find affordable knitwear. I would love to do a little bit more reading this autumn, so I want to go visit one of the local bookshops in my area and pick up a new book to read for fall. And I think that would just be a fun way to spend an afternoon. One thing that I did last autumn that I really loved was to drive out to the mountains about an hour from me and just look at the foliage and stop at the local coffee shop. So that is on my bucket list for this fall because it was such a beautiful view last year. Then number 7 on the list will be an easy one to do because I'm sure I would do this anyway, but that's to go to all my favorite local cafes and try the fall coffee drinks on the menus. I am definitely a pumpkin spice latte kind of girl, so I love trying all the variety this time of year that the different coffee shops put out, so I'm excited about that. And then one evening in the next couple of weeks, I want to just have a watercolor evening. I love to do watercolors, and I haven't done them as much as I used to, so I want to just turn on some music, turn on some records, and paint with watercolors. I think it sounds like a very relaxing way to decompress at the end of the workday. Number 9 on this list we already covered a little bit, but I want to make a Halloween costume this year, so that is already in process, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Then the 10th thing on this list is to go to a local theater show, and this is something that I did quite a bit last fall. I love going to plays, and I like going to see community theater programs, so there's a few fun ones that are on the calendar in my city for this season, so I'm looking forward to that. Then I also want to plan an autumn picnic. I love doing seasonal picnics and going with my sisters. It's just a really fun way to hang out and always fun to collect different snacks from Trader Joe's that kind of go along with the season. and enjoy the good weather this time of year. Number 12 is not specific to the season, it's more specific to my own personal goals, but I really want to learn a piano piece from memory this fall. I used to memorize things so much when I was in college because it was required, and so I miss exercising that part of my brain, and it's something I really want to try and do over the next couple of months. Then number 13 is to go visit the art gallery on a rainy day and get a coffee from the cafe and just browse the paintings. That's one of my favorite things to do now that it's finally opened again. Our local art museum was closed down for a couple of years for renovations, so I'm loving the fact that it's open again. Then the last two, number 14 is go to a concert, and I already have a few plans for some different concerts this fall, specifically symphony and orchestra things, which I love doing. And then number 15 is to make my dream fall coat, which we already talked about a little bit as well. So those are all the things on my autumn bucket list this year. Let me know what some things you want to do this fall are in a comment down below. And then one final thing before I end today's video, we have recently hit 50,000 subscribers on this channel, and I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. Whether you've watched one video or every video I've posted, it means a lot to me that you would take the time out of your day to watch what I create here on YouTube. So I wanted to say thank you with a really fun giveaway today, and my friends at Rifle Paper Company have sent some amazing things for you guys, so I'm super excited about this prize, and I hope you will be too. To enter, all you need to do is leave a comment down below and make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I can't wait for one of you to win this super fun prize. So let me show you what Rifle Paper Company sent, and I also have a couple of things I'm adding to this as well. So let's jump into it. So they sent over this amazing bag full of goodies. So the first thing is, of course, this cute tote bag with the heart floral print on the front. And then everything they sent over is just perfect for people who sew and craft. So we have, first of all, this beautiful fabric. There are 3 yards of this cotton fabric, and I think this print is so perfect for the fall season. So that is super exciting. And then for keeping track of your projects, maybe you need a little set of pouches. These are in their garden party print. I don't want to take it out of the plastic just to keep it nice and clean for you guys, but perfect for sorting out sewing notions or knitting things. And then maybe you want to document some things about your projects too. So we have this beautiful journal. I have this one myself and I absolutely love it. It is refillable. And then they're adorable gel pens, also in the garden party print. I use these with my students at school, my own set, and they love the bright colors. I love them too. It makes everything more fun. And then one of my favorite things for us sewing people is this adorable garden party print measuring tape. It is retractable, so I like that it's easy to keep up with and just super, super cute. And then they also sent a beautiful assortment of thank you cards. And then also this beautiful bangle bracelet. I have one of these bracelets as well, which I love. This one is so cute though. It says forever is composed of nows on it. And I think it's so sweet. And then just 2 things that I'm gonna throw into this as well. I have this beautiful vintage silk ribbon that I got in Savannah. I thought the color of this looked really pretty with the fabric from Rifle Paper Company. And then I get so many questions about my vintage style needlework scissors, so I got you guys a very special pair of 1928, I think is the brand, needlework scissors. They come in this case with the roses, and they are just absolutely beautiful. I love mine, and I'm sure you will love them too. So that is everything that's included in this giveaway prize. So one person will win this really fun bag of goodies, so make sure to enter in a comment down below. And thank you again so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. It really means the world to me. And thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you're all as excited for the upcoming season as I am, and I'm really looking forward to sharing so many of these projects with you in new videos very soon. I'll talk to you in a new video next week. Bye.
Deep inside, there's something else.